my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is McKinney and I love making videos about capsule wardrobing, personal style, and slow fashion. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a declutter with me, particularly in my all year basics wardrobe in order to prep for the upcoming year and also to prep for some all year basics wardrobe work that I've been doing behind the scenes to put together a basics wardrobe for this year. It's been kind of a really long process and one that I have hit a few bumps with, but now I'm ready to begin kind of the decluttering and mindful purchasing process of my all year basics. Now, decluttering is a really important part of having a capsule wardrobe because oftentimes, even without noticing, we begin to accumulate things, whether that's from gifts or trips or just a mindless purchase here and there. And before we know it, we've accumulated a lot of things and our wardrobes are starting to get cluttered again. And we do not want that. So it's important to kind of keep track of what you are purchasing and of course to limit consumption as a whole, but nobody is perfect. And so it's always good to do a bit of a mindful declutter, probably a few times a year to really get back to basics and know exactly what you want from your wardrobe. But before we get into the decluttering process where I share not only what I'm decluttering, but my thought process and questions that you can ask yourself when you're doing this so that you can also be mindful and intentional about what you are moving along from your closet, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've gotten several new subscribers in the past week, so welcome. Thank you so much for joining this online space. I hope that it's inspiring, relaxing, and also educational to you. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this, and comment down below how your decluttering process goes, or if any of these questions or instructions really resonated with you. Let's go ahead and get into the declutter. Now, when I start the decluttering process, I like to look at everything that I have and see if there is a common theme. And if there is, then I can keep that in my mind for future purchases so that I don't make the same mistakes over and over and over again and just continue purchasing and decluttering and purchasing and decluttering. That's not what we want. And again, I want to say that the most sustainable thing that you can do for your wardrobe is wear what you already have. But if what you already have isn't working for you or it's not getting worn, it's possible that that can either be transformed into something else, whether that is taking jeans to a pair of shorts or taking an old t-shirt, making it into a pair of fabric scraps that you can use to wipe your counters or stuff like that, or passing it on to somebody who can actually use it. Thankfully, so many of my pieces that I have here are in really good condition, and so I'll either be moving them out of my all year basics and into a different capsule, selling them on Poshmark, which I'll link my Poshmark closet down below, or trying to transform them from one thing into something else. So I always want to make use of the things that I am decluttering so that I'm not just throwing things away or donating things mindlessly. So there are a couple of common themes for the pieces on the rack behind me. And those three themes are: one, I purchased them hastily, so I didn't think about it and I just kind of purchased it, whether it was on sale or it was secondhand. Two, I purchased it because somebody else owned it and I was straight up copying them. And this may have happened several years ago. And three, they straight up don't fit me anymore or haven't for a while, and I'm either making an intentional decision to part with them for my own mental health or tucking them away again for my own mental and emotional health. So over here we have two kind of third pieces, two layering pieces. The first one, and I've talked about decluttering this before, it's a really nice, beautiful merino wool cardigan that I got probably 3 years ago. It's from Aritzia. I got this because I was copying somebody else's capsule wardrobe and they had a long cardigan like this. And this doesn't work for me for a couple of reasons. One, I find that this really long silhouette really shortens me. Two, I find that gray is just not my color and I don't enjoy wearing it. And I did try to make up for this by moving it into my loungewear capsule, trying to wear it as loungewear, but I really was just never ever reaching for it. And it is such a stunning piece, and it was a pretty big investment, which has unfortunately turned into a loss now. So I'm going to be listing this simply because somebody else deserves to have this piece. It is so, so gorgeous. Now, this is one of those pieces that doesn't really fit any of the themes. It's a beautiful black blazer. It just doesn't get a lot of use. It is one of those things that I just simply never ever reach for. So rather than deciding that I'm going to declutter it immediately, I'm going to be moving it into this kind of like gray area of I don't know if I'm going to keep it, and I don't know if I'm going to try to sell it or donate it or give it to a friend or something like that. So what I'm going to do is put it back in my closet with the hanger flipped like this, so it's in the opposite direction of all my other clothes. And if in 6 to 8 months that hanger has not been flipped in the other direction, that means I'm just simply not wearing it at all, and I'm not even desiring it one bit. So that's a good signal or a good practice to you when you're trying to think, okay, this piece is like kind of in like capsule wardrobe purgatory, and I don't know whether I'm going to keep it or I'm gonna pass it on. That's one way to think about it. Now this next piece is another one of those pieces that I got because somebody several years ago told me that this was a wardrobe basic, so I got it, and I honestly don't wear it too much, and there are a couple of reasons why. It's not because the silhouette isn't lovely, it's not because of the fabric, because it's this beautiful silk fabric, and it's not because the quality isn't nice. It's simply because when I bought it, I was looking for a really good deal. I ended up buying it secondhand, and I knew that the measurements were slightly too small for me, but I thought it would be okay, and guess what? It wasn't okay, and I never wear it because it is just simply too tight across my bust, and I never reach for it because it's super unflattering on me. So I bought it hastily, I bought it copying someone else, and I bought it purposefully thinking that I would be able to be smaller than I actually am and fit into it. So that is just like a big red flag. So this will be passing on. I'm going to list it on my Poshmark. It really is just a stunning, great wardrobe basic. Definitely something that can be used, but not useful for me because it doesn't fit my body. This next piece is another one of those that I bought because somebody else had it, and I again got this several years ago. And that's not to say that I didn't get some wear out of it. It is actually a beautiful silk shirt from Everlane. It's in this gorgeous, gorgeous color that I love to wear. So I don't know what the destiny of this shirt is. The reason I'm thinking of decluttering it is for a few reasons. One, I find that the fabric doesn't really work for my climate all year round. So it doesn't really deserve to be in my all year basics. And because it doesn't work all year round, I find that I just simply do not reach for it at all. Silk is a beautiful, beautiful fabric, but it's not the easiest to take care of, especially when you live somewhere that is really, really warm. And another reason is because I'm kind of parting with this button down, this kind of standard button down silhouette. It doesn't really embody my style, and even though it is a classic silhouette, there are other ways for me to find classic tops that aren't exactly the button down silhouette with a normal collar. Something with bigger sleeves or something with a different kind of collar, like the shirt that I showed in last week's video. I'll link it up here. Is a great, great option for me, but this one just is not it. And so I think I'm going to be parting with it, even though on paper it's a perfect shirt, but in reality, it's just not for me. Now, the biggest category in this declutter video is pants. I have had kind of a love-hate relationship with pants, particularly jeans, in the past year and a half. That's for a couple of reasons. One reason is that my body has simply changed over the past year and a half, and I've been figuring out what is a good style and size of pant that works for me. I have no shame in that. That's totally okay, and I know that's the reality for a lot of people. The second is that I got a job where I work from home 100% of the time. I mean, sometimes I'll go to a coffee shop or go somewhere to work. That's becoming less possible right now. But I literally am home all the time, so I rarely ever reach for jeans. I'm looking for things that are comfortable and easy, but still stylish. And that is a huge gap in my all year basics wardrobe, and one that I'm actively trying to remedy, which is why pants have been a really big, well, that's why they're such a big section in my declutter. Another reason is that a lot of these were purchased just so hastily and really thoughtlessly, and that's something I regret, especially with something that has as big of a footprint as jeans. But I'll explain each one and what the destiny is for each of these. So this is the classic pair of Zara wide leg jeans. These are actually a pretty great pant. Unfortunately, the fit isn't super flattering on me, and so they're staying in my wardrobe as a more casual pair of jeans. There is like a hole in the back, which is fine. I'm going to mend that myself. But really, I think that these jeans are going to stay in my wardrobe, but I'm going to declutter them out of my all year basics and into my warm weather capsule because I'm going to turn them into a pair of shorts. That's a really great way to reuse something with a footprint like jeans. That way you don't have to worry so much about just like throwing it away or again, donating it mindlessly. So find a way to use your old jeans. Turning them into shorts is definitely one of those ways. The next pair is a really beautiful pair of jeans that if it weren't for the fact that they didn't fit me anymore, I would be keeping them. I have stored these away for a really long time, probably almost a year now, and they just are not, they're just not working for my body. So I'm going to, I think that I might still store them for a little bit longer, but they are this gorgeous pair of Dr. Denim black wash jeans. They're like a really pretty. And so while I can make them fit me, they are just simply not comfortable at all. I mean, you know, you have jeans that are like jeans that you stand in and then jeans that you sit in. These are jeans that you wear for 30 seconds and then take off. So we'll see what happens to them. I really think someone else could make use of these and wear them a lot. They are in excellent condition. I'm sad to see them go, but they're truly not doing anything for me, and I'm not doing anything for them either. The last pair of jeans in the jeans category is this pair of wide leg Levi's jeans. Now these are like a dream silhouette. They're wide leg all the way down to the floor. But the problem is that the fit on me is so off. And I've been trying to make them work for a long time. I got them, they were on sale, and so when they came home to me, I was like, oh yeah, I can make this fit work, I can make this fit work. It doesn't work, especially for long-term wear. It squeezes my, like, not my thighs, but my groin so much. It's so uncomfortable to sit in. And you know, that might just be the thing with like rigid jeans, but these aren't, they're just not conforming to my body like a 100% cotton jean should do. And quite frankly, this fit is just not, it's not working for me at all. I'm sure it'll work for somebody out there, but it's not. I'm sure it'll work for somebody out there who maybe has like smaller thighs than me, but this is just not, it's just, I will emphatically say that this fit is not working for me at all. Next is a pair of Everlane dress pants. Now, I really like dress pants, especially when they are comfortable. And these were totally that for me once upon a time. They're the Everlane Italian Go Weave, and they are absolutely gorgeous. And they are in great condition too. I originally purchased them secondhand, but they feel and look brand new. I did get quite a bit of wear of these when I was in graduate school. With a changing body, I just don't see the need for these in my wardrobe anymore. They don't fit me, they don't suit me, and I think they are a silhouette that I purchased because I was kind of looking for like a quick dress pant, when really I would love to go for a high-waisted pleated pant, something that has a little bit of a vintage sensibility, which I really like. So these are a gorgeous minimalist pair of dress pants. If you're into that, then I really recommend these, but they are not my style and they just don't fit my body anymore. This next pair is actually, well, I bought them secondhand, but they still have the tag on them. So these are like the lightweight wide leg chino from Everlane. I bought them secondhand on Poshmark because I was looking for a wide leg pant, but they are slightly too tight on me. Also, because and that's something, you know, that maybe you could make work depending on the fabric. It does have a little bit of stretch on it, but this fabric is so thin that for my body and for this light color, it doesn't really look flattering on me. Again, something that I bought hasty because I like the silhouette, that because I was thoughtless about it, just didn't suit my style or my body at all. So definitely lesson learned. These are already up on Poshmark. They're a great pant and they still have the tag on them, but I am sadly, they're not working. So there are just a few pieces left. They're actually both dresses. So both of these are really, really excellent. This one I am still going to wear, but I'm going to do the same thing that I did with this blazer over here. I'm going to flip the hanger around and just reconsider in a few months how much I am wearing it. Now, the reason I say that is because this dress has seen better days. It's accumulated several stains that are just impossible to get out. It also is a silhouette that I don't think really suits my personal style as much anymore. So while I'm not getting rid of this or trying to sell it yet or move it along, I am going to be, I'm going to let it be in consideration in my wardrobe, and then I'll reevaluate in a little bit. And the last one is not going anywhere. It's this beautiful silk slip dress. This is not leaving my wardrobe. It's a beautiful dress. I really like the way that it looks on me. The only thing is that when I purchased it with the intention to wear it both formally and casually, and I find that it's not really suitable for me to wear casually. Now, there are a lot of really, really great casual silk slip dress outfits out there. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying it's just something I don't do. It's not effortless enough for my lifestyle. And so I'm moving this into my formal wear capsule. That's where I wear it and how I style it. And then if I ever want to take it out of that capsule, move it back into my all year basics, I can. But for now, that's where it's going because that's the purpose it has been serving me. So that's that for today's video. And to be completely honest with you, there's a part of me that feels like kind of bad for making this video. But I just want to show you that everybody has pieces in their wardrobe that don't work for them. So if you have pieces that don't fit you anymore, or if you have pieces that aren't flattering on you, you simply have pieces that you're not reaching for, there are responsible ways to part with those pieces, and I wanted to show you that that's okay. Don't let the guilt or shame or pressure of previous purchases keep you from passing that piece on to somebody who could actually make a lot of use with it. And also don't let it keep you from making future use with it, even if that means turning something into a pair of shorts. I want to affirm and empower you that decluttering your wardrobe is an okay and totally normal process, and that it's something that you should do as you're continuing to learn your personal style. Make sure that as you do it, that you are learning from it. Again, what are the key themes that you're finding in your wardrobe, and how can you apply those themes to your wish list, to your future purchases in order to make smarter purchases later on? I think that wardrobe mistakes are some of the best ways to learn, and thankfully I've learned from these pieces, and I hope that as you declutter that you learn from yours as well. So what exactly have I learned from the pieces that are on the rack behind me? I've learned, one, that I need to prioritize comfort. I work from home 100% of the time. I spent a lot of my time sitting down or going outside or going on a walk or something like that. And so things that are uncomfortable to sit down in for long term don't deserve as big of a spot in my wardrobe as they do right now. Two, classic button-down silhouettes aren't exactly for my type of style. I like things that are more feminine, more romantic, and I learned that the hard way by purchasing things that other people had in their closets that I thought would work for me. Three, measurements are so important as you buy secondhand online. And four, the color gray is not my color. So I hope that you can learn from me and apply the lessons that your clothes teach you for your own wardrobe. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope that this has been useful and helpful to you. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so below and give me a big thumbs up if you learned to take lessons from the clothes that you are decluttering. It's been an honor to spend this time with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!